Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jan, and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. I am so excited for today's video. Obviously, we're playing with the new Nomad New Zealand Stargazing palette. It finally came in. Not that it took a long time, but like I had to order it and wait. It's here, and actually I got here on Friday. But it was a grandbaby's weekend, so I didn't have a chance to film until now. So I am just beside myself excited. The color story looks amazing. And on the back of the box, the multi-chrome shades are done in like a hollow kind of finish, which I just thought it was a neat little detail. So I wanted to mention that. And we, of course, have the usual postcard. I'm sure you've seen a bunch of videos about this palette already, so I'll save you like all the details, but they are supporting the Dark Sky International. They work to restore the nighttime environment and protect habitats from light pollution. So cool. I love Nomad. And it's got all kinds of like star things. I don't really know much at all about, outer space, but I know eyeshadow, and this looks amazing. Let me show you the inside. I know you've seen it, but I'm so excited. I haven't even touched this yet. I wanted to do it with you because for all of 2023, I was getting PR from Nomad, and we were doing this together, and I thought, why stop now? So I figured we could like hang out, swatch the shadows, do a little look, and see what we think. Hopefully you're up for that. If you are, you're not subscribed already, you can do that. I upload a bunch of videos. I try to have a good time here. Hopefully you are too. All right, let's go. All right, I have swatched out all of the mattes on my hand. So we have Dark Sky Nation, Carter Observatory, Auckland Stardome. They're so hard to read. Araki Mackenzie, Tekapo Stargazing, The Cosmos, Southern Lights, and Tongariro Night Hike. And then down here, where I don't know if you can see, but across my wrist is Queenstown Skyline. This is pretty much my skin tone. It's like a little pinker than my skin tone, but yeah. Now we'll swatch the multi-chromes, which I think is probably the most exciting for most people. They're so fun to look at, and there's definitely a couple of these that I thought were gonna be so much fun when I got my hands on it, and just looking at them, I feel like I'm not going to be wrong about that. I'm really excited. I randomly got a text message from Dallas, or a Facebook message from Dallas yesterday, and it was just a picture of the palette with 4 shades circled, and then a little thing that said, if you need a 5th, you can use the pinky one. So apparently he wants me to do a look with his choices. All right, let me get the multi-chrome swatched out. I'll be right back. All right, and we've got the multi-chromes. So first we have Carina Nebula, Milky Way, Jewel Box, Southern Cross, Aurora Australis, and Magellanic clouds. Oh, they're so pretty. This is like, and I will say they are very, very smooth to swatch. They're not chunky or flaky at all, which I find to be kind of nice, especially if you have older eyelids. Sometimes the flakier shades just don't look that great. So I am going to put on some shadow shields, zoom you in, and we're going to do a look. So we're all zoomed in. I think we're gonna go for a more quote-unquote wearable look. So how about we use this like skin tone shade, this one right here, and if we need some more depth, which we probably will, we can choose blue, purple, black, whatever. And then I think I want to use maybe Jewel Box as my shimmer shade. The thing with multi-chromes is I'm going to go in first with Queenstown Skyline, that kind of skin tone shade. The thing with multi-chromes is the less you use, the more impressive the multi-chrome looks. Otherwise, it doesn't cover enough space to show its full potential. Does that make sense? Because they need a much larger area to shift. Putting less of them on your eye and more of one just helps with that. All right, yeah, that's basically my skin tone. So let's go into Tongariro Night Hike, which is a little bit deeper and kind of taupey. Yeah, that's gonna be what I want. It's funny how gray that looks on me. Interesting, because that's definitely not the gray shade, but it's looking pretty gray. Let's see if we can build it up a little bit. So far, the mattes are feeling and blending just like I would expect them to, being from Nomad. I'm trying to be a little bit careful because I do have my face on, everything except for blush and highlight, because I was thinking I could use a couple of the shades out of the palette for blush and highlight. So that's my plan, hopefully. I think it'll work. Before I decide on an outer corner shade, let's go in with Jewel Box. I'm gonna use my Cinch Beauty EO1. These are very smooth. We'll try it dry first, like I usually do. Interesting. Now I'm gonna wet my brush. Okay, now let's see. Jewel Box on a wet brush. I don't know what you can see. When I'm looking down into this shade in the palette, it looks kind of like a greeny gold. On my eye, it looks like an orangey or peachy, shifty gray. That is just so fun. Okay, on a gently used Refer number 12, I'm going to go into, let's see what the gray shade, how much depth we get from that. Oh, funny, that looks more blue. Interesting. All right, we're gonna go into the black. Just booped in a little bit, and I'm gonna blend that out. And I think I want to take some of Jewel Box over the black and see what that does, because I do really enjoy multi-chromes over a black base. It just does a little fun thing. Okay. Now I'm gonna go back in for some more Jewel Box. And we're gonna bring that over the black. All right, I'm going to finish blending out the black shade out here so it looks the way I want it to. Do my other eye. I will whack on some mascara and eyeliner, and then I'll come back and we can do blush and highlight together. All right, I'm back. I went in with a little bit of the Clio Kill Lash Mascara, and I used this NYX eyeliner in gold on my lower waterline, and I used a little bit of the black on my outer lower lash line and a bit of Jewel Box on the inner. So let's do blush. I thought perhaps the shade Southern Lights would be a cute highlight, and then I really had to try this one that has like the hardest name to say. Wow. Magellan, I can't say it. Wow. Magellantic? I don't know. So let's go in with a little bit of that shade for blush. Like I said, I'm already wearing bronzer and foundation and all of that, and I'm just tapping in a tiny bit because it's eyeshadow, so it's going to be a bit more pigmented than, say, your average blush formula. That's pretty. If the highlight looks as good as this blush does, I'm going to be very, very excited. Wow. That looks so nice on my skin. Or like my skin tone. I like it. All right. If you're wondering what I'm wearing for base products, I'll tell you at the end of the video. That way, if you don't care, you can click off and not miss anything. Okay, I'm gonna take this highlighting brush that I love. It says DU Care. I got it off Amazon. I'm gonna go into that very difficult shade to say. Just super gentle. All right, let's go a little bit more. A little less gentle. Seems to be doing something. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. Yes, 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 yes. I'm going to use this on my inner corner as well. Oh yeah. That's very cool. All right, let's do the inner corner. That is so cool. You know what this reminds me of? It almost reminds me of an Odin's eye highlighter that I have. That is so cool. Okay, how about I zoom you in for an up close at the eyes real quick. Again, nothing super fancy. I wanted to do something that was wearable and, you know, kind of easy. I did end up using 1, 2, 3, 4 matte shades, but I mean, I could have just gone in with the black and Jewel Box, and that could have been it. Blended out the edges with a bit of the Tongariro Night Hike and had a whole look. So hopefully you won't get bored, because I full on intend to do at least 2 more videos with this palette. If you're new here, I like to use my new makeups. I generally do like several videos, or at least I was, you know, like when Nomad was sending me PR. It felt kind of like a responsibility. And I like responsibility. So that is look number 1, done and dusted. My foundation is the Maybelline Matte and Poreless Fit Me in 122 Creamy Beige. Again, I grabbed out the Revlon Skin Awaken Caffeine Vitamin Concealer again. And the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop on the inner portion of my eye and nose. I'm wearing my Kaleidos Symphony Trio for contour and bronzer. You saw my blush and my highlight, and that's pretty much everything. I hope you liked this look and this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Either way, I appreciate hanging out with me today. Be good, and remember to be kind to you.